The year is 1882. The English press has just declared Australian cricket dead after an easy English victory. But wait, there's more. They go on to say that even if Australian cricket were resurrected, it would be nothing more than a pale imitation of its former self. Little did they know the damage that was already done. A new era had begun. The birth of a new sporting contest. In other words, the start of the Ashes. But enough talk. Let the battles commence. Now let's take it back to the present day. Two teams run onto the field, the Australians and the Palms. What follows is utter bedlam as these two historic foes prepare to do battle once again. And this time, there's bad blood. After the events of the last test, there's no love lost between these two sides. It's been said that sport can be divided into two categories, the contests that matter and the ones that don't. This matchup is most certainly one of the former. It's hard to think of any other rivalry in world sport that carries the same weight and history as the Ashes. If only these four walls could talk. How many tales they could tell. As the players shake hands at the toss, we are treated to an array of faces from both camps. Some are household names, others are eager to make a name for themselves. But they all have one thing in common. Each man has pulled on the shirt with pride and determination etched on his face. They know what is expected of them. They know the weight of the history they are about to become part of. There's a buzz in the air that only the neutral territories can provide. This is the Mecca of world cricket, where the spiritual home of the game awaits the arrival of its gladiators. Here, amidst the hallowed turf, legends are made and broken. Where every delivery is laden with expectation, every wicket sends a roar echoing around the world. This is Lord's, home of world cricket, and today it plays host to yet another chapter in the never-ending saga that is the Ashes. As the first ball is bowled, we are transported back to the origins of the game itself, from the days when it was played on village greens to the modern spectacle we see today. For over 140 years, these two teams have been battling it out for supremacy. Through thick and thin, through highs and lows, the Ashes have endured. One name synonymous with Australian cricket is that of Sir Donald Bradman. His stats speak for themselves, but it's his persona, his almost mythical status that truly captures the imagination. Bradman was a run machine. He dominated bowlers, perplexed the opposition, and won hearts with his sheer brilliance. But he wasn't just a batsman. He was a symbol of Australian tenacity, a man who embodied the never-say-die attitude that has become the hallmark of Australian cricket. Then we have Ian Botham. The English all-rounder was a cricketing colossus. With bat and ball in hand, he single-handedly turned the tide of matches. But it was his larger-than-life personality and unwavering determination that made him a legend. Botham was the epitome of English grit and determination. And how can we forget Shane Warne, the leg-spin wizard from Australia, his leg breaks and wrong-uns bamboozled batsmen worldwide. Warne wasn't just a bowler. He was an entertainer. His passion for the game, infectious enthusiasm, and uncanny ability to take wickets made him a force to be reckoned with. And now we have Ben Stokes, an English all-rounder who embodies the true spirit of the game. With his aggressive batting and relentless bowling, Stokes has become a modern-day Botham. His impact on the game is undeniable, and his contributions to English cricket will be spoken for generations to come. These men, Bradman, Botham, Warne, and Stokes, along with countless others, have left an indelible mark on the Ashes, their deeds echoing through the corridors of cricketing history. But their efforts are merely chapters in a much larger story. Every delivery during an Ashes series tells a story. Every wicket is a plot twist, every boundary a moment of joy. When Australia batted first in the third test at Edgbaston in 1930, they amassed a mammoth total of 659 runs. This was no ordinary innings. It was a masterclass led by the legendary Donald Bradman, who scored an astonishing 304 runs. The English attack was simply helpless. Fast forward to 1953 at Old Trafford. England's Dennis Compton was in a class of his own. hitting an unbeaten 178 runs. This knock wasn't just about runs, it was about control and dominance. Compton was in complete control of the situation, dictating terms to the Australian bowlers. The year is 1981 and England are on the brink of defeat. Enter Botham. With a defiant knock of 149 not out, he turned the tide of the match. This wasn't just a knock. It was a rescue operation, a man standing tall against the odds. In 1989 at the Waka, the great Warne made his presence felt with an incredible spell of leg spin. He took 6 wickets, dismantling the English batting lineup. It was a performance that announced his arrival on the world stage, and who can forget the Headingley Test of 2019? With England needing an improbable 73 runs to win from the last wicket, Ben Stokes hit a boundary that sent shockwaves around the world. This wasn't just a boundary, it was a moment of magic, a victory from the jaws of defeat. Now some might call it a fluke, just a random occurrence in the vast expanse of cricket. But here's the thing, it's not. It's the culmination of years of dedication, sweat, and sacrifice. Being an elite athlete isn't just about natural talent. It's about pushing through the pain, the countless hours of practice, and the unwavering commitment to one's craft. It's about the mental fortitude required to perform under pressure, the strategic brilliance that sets them apart, and the resilience to bounce back from setbacks. Their journey is marked by numerous injuries, each a testament to their bravery and determination. Through it all, they stand tall, ready to defend their nation's colors with honor and pride. These athletes aren't just playing a game. They are engaged in a high-stakes battle. Every move, every strategy, every point is a step closer to securing their country's supremacy. It's not just about individual glory, it's about collective triumph. It's about etching their names in the annals of sporting history as the ones who brought the crown home. They are the heroes of their nation, the pride of their country. They play not just for themselves, but for the cheers of millions back home. Their every action reverberates with the hopes and dreams of a nation. But being an elite athlete comes at a cost. Away from the roaring crowds and the flashing cameras, they endure grueling training regimens. They sacrifice precious moments with family and friends and push through excruciating injuries. Their dedication is unwavering, their commitment absolute. The world sees the glory, the medals and the accolades, but it's the sacrifices they make, the blood, sweat, and tears that go unnoticed. That's the price they pay to stand at the pinnacle of their sport. Yet they wouldn't trade it for the world. Representing their country isn't just a privilege, it's a calling. It's a duty they embrace with open arms. They are more than just athletes. They are ambassadors of their nation's spirit, courage, determination, and sportsmanship. As we approach the climax of this epic tale, it's impossible not to feel a sense of anticipation. The drama, the tension, the sheer unpredictability of it all has kept us on the edge of our seats. Just like the great contests of old, this Ashes series has been a display of skill, grit, and sheer determination. From stunning victories to heartbreaking defeats, each match has been a roller coaster ride of emotions. The rivalry between these two teams is more than just a contest. It's a clash of cultures, a battle of wills. Every delivery bowled, every run scored, every wicket taken brings a fresh wave of excitement. We've witnessed brilliant batting displays that have left us in awe. Bowlers have spun their magic, leaving batsmen baffled. The catches have been nothing short of spectacular. Diving, leaping, acrobatic feats that defy gravity itself. But it hasn't just been about the skills on display. It's also been a battle of nerves, a test of mental fortitude. The pressure is immense, the expectations even more so. Yet these athletes have stood tall, delivering under the most intense scrutiny. Now, as we stand on the brink of the final moments of this epic series, the question on everyone's lips is, who will prevail? Which team will lift the coveted urn? The answer, however, remains elusive. The suspense is palpable. But one thing is certain, the Ashes isn't just a game. It's a spectacle, a celebration of one of the oldest rivalries in world sport. So as the final wicket falls and the cheers echo around the ground, remember, this isn't an ending, it's a passing of the baton. The next Ashes battle isn't just a series, it's war on the pitch. Who will rise, AUS or UKGB?